focused on you.
And we begin at 4 in storm alert with strong to at times near severe thunderstorms moving into parts of the area. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Brent Solomon.
And I'm Kay Quinn. The temperatures are tumbling west of St. Louis right now. Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell. He's tracking where those storms are. Scott?
At the moment, those storms are moving into the metro area and to the north of us. They haven't been severe for most areas. In fact, just shy of it, with a 52-mile-per-hour gust reported in a couple of locations in Lincoln County. That storm has since weakened, moving through Calhoun County. Let's get you over into Illinois. Looking here right now from Edwardsville and looking to the north and northwest, you see how dark it is. Here's what happened in the Chesterfield Valley just within the last hour or so, as we watched our partly cloudy, very warm conditions turn into that overcast sky and the dark sky with the heavier rain sliding in. A quick hitting thunderstorm sliding in across the area. Here's the line at this moment. The reason we're in storm alert is because this is going to impact the metro area during the course of the next hour or two. Of course, it's coming right at the time of the evening rush hour. The strongest storm was this one that's now working its way towards Highway 67 up in Jersey County. The heaviest just south of Jerseyville. It's gone through Otterville. Here's that storm that went through the valley. It's now on 270 and moving towards Overland, moving into St. Anne, moving its way towards the east with downpours and potentially some gusty winds as well. As we look farther southwest, a few more showers and thunderstorms. This is why cold fronts coming through. We're in the 80s ahead of that storm. Behind it, already down to 51 in Columbia right now. These don't last very long, but a brief strong storm possible this evening. Gusty winds are biggest threats to go along with those downpours. The colder air is quickly going to be moving in, and we do have a damp weekend and a freeze by Tuesday. More on that in a few minutes, Kay.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Scott. We have an update now to a deadly fire at a senior living facility in Cahokia Heights. Today, the residents of Touche Elderly Apartments are going back home. Residents were taken to a shelter after Wednesday's fire. City leaders say an 82-year-old woman died from cardiac arrest in the fire. 5 others are recovering at a hospital.
Right now, a massive manhunt continuing in Maine. Robert Card is the suspect in that horrific mass shooting, and he's still on the loose. At least 18 people were killed, 13 others wounded in the Lewiston, Maine shootings on Wednesday. In fact, authorities from local, state, and federal agencies now searching on land, by air, and on the water for that suspect. NBC's Chris Pallone has much more and has the very latest for us at 4.
As the search for Robert Card intensifies in Maine, police are increasing their focus on a portion of the Androscoggin River in Lisbon, with investigators looking from the air, walking the riverbanks, and diving beneath the water. This area is where police found Card's abandoned car moments after the shooting rampage Wednesday night that left 18 people dead at 2 businesses in nearby Lewiston.
The river is a big piece of this.
Tens of thousands in the region remain under shelter-in-place orders for a second straight day. Schools and businesses were closed, the streets largely deserted. The unknown adding tension to a community that just wants to grieve. Victims' families are slowly learning more about their loved ones' last moments and sharing stories about how they stood up and faced death so others might have a chance to live, like Leroy Walker's son, Joey.
He could have gone right out the back door. He was only 20 feet from the back door. He wouldn't have been possibly even shot at all. But I knew my son wouldn't do that anyways. I knew that was not going to be Joey Walker.
As the search for Card continues, authorities are facing mounting questions about whether he should have had access to guns in the first place. Card's family tells NBC News they were increasingly concerned about his mental health after he began hearing voices and making threats.
There's going to be an opportunity to answer all those questions.
Police say their main focus right now is keeping people safe until Robert Card is found. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Lewiston, Maine.
Kia is helping you steer clear of having your car stolen, and this weekend the automaker is doing it for free. It's all in response to the many thefts involving certain Kia models across the St. Louis region and the country. 5 on Your Side's Travis Cummings reports on a mobile clinic to help fix a flaw in the car's design.
Things are quite busy here at the Galleria's South Side parking lot near Macy's. These cars started lining up just before 7 this morning, all to help deter thieves from taking their vehicles.
The clinic is for drivers with Kia models from 2011 to 2021 and only those that use a steel key to start the car. Those with key fobs are not included. The software upgrade is designed to fix a flaw that allows criminals to start the car without a key. The issue has led to thousands of thefts in St. Louis alone and led the city to sue the automaker. The upgrade is installed on site, and workers give you a sticker to put on your window to let thieves know your car is protected.
This is definitely a good step forward. I know people personally who've had their keys, broken into. Luckily, that hasn't happened to me. But yeah, anything to improve the situation is great. Is this could have been quicker? I'm not sure, but glad something's being done.
The process takes about 30 minutes. Again, this will all happen between today and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Reporting in Richmond Heights, Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
Now, even after the upgrade, the automaker and police know that thieves may still try to target these vehicles, so they still recommend that Kia owners use a wheel lock.
We are in for an exciting weekend for St. Louis soccer fans. City SC is gearing up for its first ever playoffs game, and the team will hit the pitch Sunday against Sporting KC at 9 p.m. The postseason excitement is being felt all over the city, from Steve's Hot Dogs to area schools putting up decorations. St. Louis is going red for our MLS team. There are even watch parties happening across the area. To stay on top of all of the City SC playoff celebrations, just text the word CITY to 314-425-5355.
Right now, some of the best high school marching bands from all across the country are in town. The Bands of America competition happening this weekend right here in St. Louis. Student musicians are competing for a chance at the Super Regional title. 66 bands are performing over the next 2 days, including some school bands from our area. And these high school marching band performances are elaborate with choreography and props. It's a performance students have been working on for months.
Since August, directors and stakeholders have been able to point to this event and say, here are the things that we need to do by then to be ready. All right, you've got this group of sometimes 30 to 300 students. They all come out, play the same music, wear the same uniform, do the same choreography, representing their school, their community, and this really uniquely American event.
It is very impressive. The competition runs until 9:15 tonight, and it runs from 7:45 a.m. until 10:30 tomorrow night.
A whole lot of talent there. Still ahead, making elections more cost efficient. The measure now on the St. Louis mayor's desk that does away with duplicate elections.
A Springfield businessman sets his sights on the top job in Jefferson City. Meet the second Democrat to enter the 2024 race for governor.